The biggest mistake that I made as an entrepreneur that I want everyone to listen to right now, I was taking money from a good business and I was feeding into a bad business. And because I was doing that, the mistakes and the issues in that business weren't as visible because I didn't feel the pain because I was able to fund it from another company. And the one thing I would preach to anyone in any kind of salon or any entrepreneurship is if you have one business, you have one salon and you go to open a second, you may give that salon a loan to do the initial startup in a fund. Pay it back to yourself, right? Don't just let that money get burned in the wind like I did. As quickly as you start that company, create the separate bank account, create the separate entity, create the separate everything, and let that business fund itself. Let that business pay for its employees. Let that business pay for its marketing. And if you're working on both businesses, you want to replace yourself eventually. So a good practice to do is pay yourself a management salary. So you get in the habit of paying someone to operate the business. So when you step away from it, it's a real business, right? You're not just using your funds from one company to fund your other company, which is funding your lifestyle. It's one big mishmash of a financial mess. And that's what I did for many years. And I just put my head down and worked and worked and worked. And sometimes that work ethic, even though it's a blessing, like not everyone has the ability to do that and just take it on the chin every single day, keep getting up and keep getting up. That grind, that perseverance sometimes hurts you because you should have pivoted 2 years ago. And had you just did a slight pivot, you wouldn't be in the position you are now. But you watch the motivational videos, you hear you got to persist through the problems. You've got to bust through the obstacle. And yeah, that is true. But every now and then, have to hit pause for a second and take a look at what the hell's going on.